Hello students. So today we are completing this chapter metals and non-metals. We are only left with 3 topics and I am covering all these 3 topics today. So let's start with displacement reactions in metal. It is a very important topic, so stay focused. What a displacement reaction is? A displacement reaction is that reaction in which a more reactive element displaces a less active element. But here displacement reactions in metal. So here a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal, but a less reactive metal cannot displace a more reactive metal. We all know about this reactivity series. We have potassium on the top, followed by sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium and so on. Let's take some examples. We have 5 beakers here. In the first beaker, we have copper sulfate and we add zinc in it. We all know zinc is more reactive than copper. So, zinc will displace copper and it will form zinc sulfate and plus copper. So, this is our displacement reaction in metals. Again, in the second beaker, we are taking copper sulfate and we add iron in it. Iron is more reactive than copper, so it will displace copper and form iron sulfate plus copper. In the third beaker, we are taking zinc sulfate and we add copper in it. So here's the twist. Copper is not more reactive than zinc. It is less reactive than zinc. Zinc is more reactive than copper, so no reaction will happen and it will remain the same. In the fourth beaker, we are taking iron sulfate and we add copper in it. Again, iron is more reactive than copper, so no reaction. And in the fifth one, we are taking zinc sulfate and we add iron in it. Zinc is more reactive than copper and again no reaction. So this is a displacement reaction in metals. Now we have uses of metal. For the uses of metal, let's recall the properties of metal. The first property of metal was metals are hard and tough. So that's why, because metals are hard and tough, they are used in the manufacturing of automobiles. They are used in the manufacturing of automobiles, machinery, trains, satellites, airplanes, industrial gadgets and many more things. Why? Because they are hard and tough. Second property, metals were good conductor of electricity and they could be drawn into wires, that is, they were ductile. That's why we use metals for making wires. We use metal for making electrical appliances because they are good conductor of electricity. And metals were also good conductor of heat. That's why we use metals for making utensils because they are good conductor of electricity. We have some more properties like metals are rustlers. They have a luster appearance. They have a shiny appearance. That is why we use metals for making ornaments. Gold, silver, platinum, they all are metals. Metals were malleable. That is, they can be beaten to form thin sheets. That's why we use metals for making thin sheets like aluminium foil. Aluminium, it is a metal. Metals produce a ringing sound when they are struck with a hard thing. That's why they are used for making bells. The bell in your school, the bell in a temple. So these were some of the uses of metals. Now the uses of non-metals. Non-metals don't have these properties. They are not malleable. They are not good conductor of heat and electricity. They can't be drawn into wires. They are not hard and tough. That doesn't mean non-metals are not important to us. They are equally important as metals. We all know we can't live without oxygen. There can be no life without oxygen. So what oxygen is? Oxygen is a non-metal. Here, oxygen is inhaled while breathing. It is a non-metal. Nitrogen. Nitrogen is a non-metal and it is used in fertilizers to increase the fertility of soil. Chlorine and fluorine, non-metals. They are used in the purification of water. Metals are used as an antiseptic and we apply them on our wounds. Non-metals. Non-metals is used as a disinfectant. Disinfecting has become very common nowadays. And what we use for them? We use non-metals for them. We use non-metals as a disinfecting agent. Non-metals is used in crackers. We all use crackers in Diwali or in any wedding. What they are made of? They are made of non-metals. So these were some of the properties of non-metals. We have completed this chapter, metals and non-metals, and I hope you have all your doubts clear. If you have any doubt left with you, you can contact the school. Thank you.